Hey everyone, my name is Jake Jackson and I am a product manager working with the Carrot team. This presentation is on memory leaks, how to resolve them and prevent them going forward within the RMP product tier. This was originally supposed to be a live presentation given, but we realized after talking with all the parties involved that it really wasn't necessary. So I thought I'd just record a quick video, run through a few slides, explain what is going on with memory leaks and how you can help going forward. So first of all, I'm going to talk just a little bit about why we're here, give some background on some investigation work that Carrot did back in Q2 of 2021, and then we're going to talk about how to identify memory leaks, how to resolve them, and then an action item. We'll cover kind of the action items that every team is going to have to participate in Q4, and then following it up with how you can connect with the Carrot team to ask questions. Okay, so first, why are we here? Why are we talking about memory leaks? In 2021, obviously, our focus, our number one objective is delighting existing customers and raising that CSAT score is that key result that we're really focused on. In order to do that, we have to resolve some of the customer complaints that we've been hearing around performance issues. And this has been identified as a key detractor to CSAT. And through the Performance Tiger team that was spun up at the beginning of Q2 and a Q1, it was determined by that team that memory leaks are a driving reason why customers are experiencing performance issues because it seems really hit or miss from our perspective. So in the past, we've had memory problems before, and we've done things to fix them. In fact, what happens is a critical mass performance issues is reported by a customer. We investigate, identify memory issues as the culprit, and we spin up a one-off initiative in order to swarm and fix those memory leaks. And this is really, really effective for rapidly making performance improvements in our customers' user experience. However, it comes with one big problem. We find that leaks are reintroduced over time, and then we have to repeat this cycle over and over again. This causes some major problems. First of all, for us, it disrupts team workflows and delays project delivery. It also resolves the issue without establishing sufficient automated testing, which leads us to regress our progress that we made, thus creating more work for us in the future and degrading our customers' end user experience. So this time, we want to respond a little bit differently than we have in the past, just more proactively. So our goal is to resolve memory leaks across all of our main product experiences and prevent memory leaks from being introduced in the future. Our strategy, clean up the major memory leaks in DPC first, provide sufficient memory testing tools for DPC, leverage automated tests to identify and resolve remaining leaks. There's a lot on that later in the slides here. And then we're going to block subsequent leaks from being introduced via automated testing. So a little bit of background, back in Q2, Carrot kicked off the memory leak effort with the following objectives. First of all, our primary objective was to provide memory test frameworks in DPC so that we could help prevent future regressions. Stabilize the delta memory tests if possible, improving functional testing across the experience, and that encompasses enforcing zero leak flags in existing tests in order to prevent memory creep. And then add new tests that cover common workflows. And so that's what Carrot focused on. We need your help with the enforce zero leak flags in existing tests to prevent memory creep. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a couple slides. We had some supporting objectives too. Those range from adding new dev tooling to make it easier to see how changes impact memory, catalog and fix existing memory leaks or other memory issues, share out existing new tests, tooling, and findings, and establish observability and reporting mechanisms. The last part is something we are actively engaged on in this quarter, Q3 2021, on the Carrot team. So identification of memory leaks. Shout out to my brother, Sam Jackson, for putting together this amazing image of a leak flag. I thought it was pithy and it made it into the presentation as a result. First off, review your existing functional tests for leaks. Anything set to not enforce likely has leaks, and there's a graph later on that's going to display how many leaks that we've identified per product area. Next, identify sources and owners by inspecting heap snapshots. And then third, communicate with Carrot for guidance and other teams for coordination. That'll all make a little bit more sense here in a second. So resolution of memory leaks. So Carrot has put out a ton of guidance around this. In fact, Regan, or Reggie, as you may know him, did a really awesome presentation on this at the very, very end of Q2. And that recording is linked here in the slides, and I'll also put the link in the email as well. You can read the README and also go through the slides that Regan went through on your own. All of these are really fantastic resources for giving a detailed understanding on how to identify and resolve memory leaks. Now, no two memory leaks are going to be the same, and it is a bit like whack-a-mole. So Carrot can help you with kind of coordinating how you go about resolving your memory leaks. But the basic steps are: take a snapshot, inspect the snapshot, find the variable, fix it, and then repeat. The goal is to enable the leak flag so that it is on your functional test, and Carrot can help you with all of this. So action items and timeline. So first of all, our first ask is that in Q3, each team takes some time, and we obviously only have 5 or 6 weeks left in Q3. In the remaining time that we have in preparation for Q4, take some time, identify, quantify, and document where existing memory leaks are. So our suggestion is just have your support engineer do some research during a slower support cycle. Then kick off some time with the Carrot team. We'll schedule some dedicated time with a Carrot engineer, or you can attend Carrot office hours to follow up. And the goal here is really to develop a plan that makes sense from both your team's perspective and with Carrot's help and guidance along the way. Q4. This is where the big ask comes in. R&D projects, what we're asking for is a line item in the R&D projects list showing a commitment for resolving identified memory leaks. And what we're asking for is we suggest setting aside 2 weeks of a developer's time in order to focus on removing and resolving those existing memory leaks, and then writing any additional memory leak tests that are needed and enabling the memory leak flag on your existing functional tests. And then obviously Carrot will be there for support the entire time. We know Q4 is going to be a super busy quarter with end of the year projects trying to come due before the K season for our SEC customers. And obviously everyone has a lot of projects going on. So we know this is a big ask. However, this is, like I said, we consider this to be a primary driver of some of the main performance issues our customers have been seeing when they use the Workiva platform. So this is a big deal, and that's why we're asking for it to be a line item commitment on all of the teams' Q4 R&D projects list. Going forward, after we resolve a bulk of the memory leaks, obviously we're not going to get them all. There's some teams that have far more than others, so we're just going to have to do the best we can and try to minimize the amount of leaks that are out there today. Going forward, we want to maintain and enforce. So continue down the path of resolving all the leaks with the goal of having the memory leak test flags enabled on all functional tests across DPC. So we're going to continue to resolve memory leaks via team level prioritization. Our recommendation here: bring in memory leak resolution tickets or any time spikes budgeted for memory leak resolution, just like you would any other support or bugs that get reported. Just groom them and bring them in as needed in accordance to how the team operates today. The goal, again, I'll keep saying this until I really will never stop saying this: automated testing has to have that leak flag enabled. Our goal is that all automated tests have the leak flag enabled, and we're going to provide some reporting on that to make this as transparent as possible. We're going to send out a monthly email that gives kind of a breakdown of where what automated tests across the stack have the leak flags enabled and which ones don't. Here's an example of what that leak flag tracking kind of looks like at first glance. This is what it is today. You can see every product area is a little bit different, but we are asking that all teams take some time and invest in making these bars turn more green. All right, that is all that we have to present on. So the main takeaway is memory leaks. We're asking every team have a R&D line item commitment in Q4 for resolving memory leaks. Just ideally one engineer for 2 weeks time. And if you have questions or want more information, you can reach out to the Carrot team in the RP Carrot channel in Slack. Thank you, and I really appreciate your time and consideration for this memory leak effort.